So, welcome everyone to the bronze finals. It's TFK in gold and dark brown, dark green, and Ekeberg in blue shirts and green shorts. It's going to be really exciting. These are two of the top teams in Norway. I know that TFK has made a commitment to play real mix. That means two of each gender at least on the field at all times, while Ekeberg might not have enough women to put up to each time. So I think that's commendable from TFK. They still have managed to come through this semi-finals for the third place. And we see Inga Ballo, his hands in the air, ready to go. Ekeberg goes, just pushing on. First throw goes. Ole picks up. Marit is defending Ola. She does a good job. Paul is the guy with the sausage pants. It's a thing for him. Magnus gets the disc. Eivind gets the disc, and it goes, and it's a score. Eivind to Paul in the end zone. You can say, if you look at the players from Ekeberg, they're confident with the disc. They're running together. They work together. This is definitely a well-played point. And the throw is going really nice. Let's see what Ekeberg can do against TFK, and let's hope TFK takes the next one. Who starts an offense is decided by a flip of the disc, so it's obviously a big advantage to start with offense, because if nobody makes any mistakes, they're going to win the game. Outdoor, there's a break between, and it's a 100-minute game. Now we're half the game, so no break. So even more advantage to start with disc. Usually in games we see more mistakes though, so it doesn't matter that much. Magne has the disc to number 21. Vilde has the disc, looking to score, looking for the dump. Magne has to help, and this goes to Magne. And it's a hammer straight in the arms of Steinar, and the score is 1-1. You see both teams are very confident on disc, and they work together. That's what we expect of teams in the bronze finals, so it's going to be an exciting game. In Ultimate, you're allowed to sub every point, so you can see that some players sub out. Many think that would you like to sub out the whole team, but usually you don't want to have too many players, because then it's hard to get your head in a game and get the flow going. You want people to play more than every second point, because then you get it into your body, and in sports you want to go into flow, and it's hard to go into flow if you just play 2 minutes, break 2 minutes, play 2 minutes. So you want to have like 7 or 8 players on the team, maybe 9, and switch out two or three at a time. Magnus has the disc. Paul goes deep, and the throw goes straight in his arms. Paul and Magnus goes to several international tournaments in a year. They have a really good chemistry, so we're going to see this connection a lot more during the game. So Ekeberg really has to watch out for those deep shots from Ekeberg. It's 2-1 for Ekeberg. No mistakes yet, no turnovers. Let's see who pushes who to make the first mistake. That's going to be the deciding factor in this game, to push the other team hard enough to make a mistake or do an amazing D. Both teams can score if they keep calm enough and play their own game. Vilde gets the disc from Eivind. Eivind gets it back. Magnus coming in. Gets a disc. Inga gets in the middle. Top handler. Goes for a hammer, but Johanna didn't see it before he went into the floor. So that's a bit of a miscommunication there. So
good movement, and the disc went a little far.
Yeah, good movement.
Bring that back.
But Inga didn't have any eye contact with Johanna before he threw the disc, and that's then it usually don't hit. You can see the handlers, they're looking at the players are looking them in the eyes, and then they throw the disc, because then both handler is the one who throws the disc, and the cutter who runs, looks to each other and they know the disc is coming. It's really hard to catch a disc if you don't see the throw. That's a really nice break from Johanna. She's just holding right behind and gets a really nice D. Trondheim looking to make a fast turnover. Johanna makes the D and scores the point. It's beautiful, beautiful. So that was important for TFK to get that D and get that score. It will bolster their mental game a lot to have that one. And she does it totally correct. She gets a disc, dumps it easy, and goes for the score. When you take a good D, the adrenaline is running, and you don't want to do something fancy because you're just going to throw the disc away. So you're just going to want to dump the disc, use that adrenaline to run really, really fast. So TFK definitely shows that they're in the game. It's 2-2, and Ekeberg still has the starting offensive advantage here. So Ekeberg, TFK looking to have another break in the game. See, they do a horizontal with a 3-2 setup with Ivan and Paul in the middle. Paul gets the disc in the middle. Magnus has the disc. To Ola. Ola is looking for a score. Doesn't get it. Dumps it back to Magnus. Magnus looking. Straight to Ivan, who stole the disc from Paul, who was all free. Paul is saying, "Why are you taking my score?" Yeah, that happens pretty frequently. Yeah. People just want to score, so they go into each other's spaces. This time it went fine, but sometimes when people go into the same space, they just clutter it up and bring their defenders, and you can really turn over the disc easily by not communicating enough with your fellow players in offense running into the same space. Once again, flawless offense from Ekeberg. They made one mistake last point. TFK made one mistake, so this is a high-quality game.
A few mistakes shaken out, but both teams are very composed.
Yeah. So the disc went out over the sidelines or back lines, and then you can take it from to a brick point where Sven is standing ready to defend. And we have TFK players moving up to Magna. It's called a travel, so he has to go back from where he traveled from to Johanna. Going to Craig. That's a long, slow disc, but it hits him. Craig's looking for. Ivan gets it. Johanna gets the disc. And they're really close to the end zone, looking for that score. You can see Ekeberg is doing a zone defense with two people running after the disc and 3 people in the end zone. TFK needs to keep their calm and just move the disc, move the defenders, and look for that small one in. Ivan gets the disc really, really nicely, just in front of the end zone. Drops it to Magne, who jumps it in and gets the score. That's a beautiful, beautiful offense against the zone. Just jumping it in there. Nice short pass from Ivan to Magna. And TFK really knows how to play against this zone. I think we'll see if Ekeberg puts it up more, but based on the performance of the zone right now, I don't think that's what they should do, because they're quick and tall and can do an even better man-man D or person defense than zone defense. Maybe they try to tidy it up though.
Now we're back to a tied score.
Back to tied score again. Again, it's Ekeberg in the offense, so still no mistakes last point. Let's see how they do now. Inga goes for the pole. Board picks up to Sandra. Magnus gets it all the way on the end line here to Ivan. They do a little bit of give and go. That means that you throw the disc and you run immediately. Ivan has no defenders on him. Inga goes out. And Magnus gets the score. Again, flawless offense from Ekeberg. TFK really needs to work on that D to stop Ivan, Paul, and Magnus. They're the top players. They scored every goal. they really need to stop them in the end zone. What Ekeberg should do, I don't know. They really need to lock them down. They're fast, they're tall, they know how to play, so something must be done if they want to win. Let's see what I do now. Inga picks up the disc. Ekeberg is quick over, so he doesn't get the first pass going. Goes straight to Johanna, who catches to the end zone. That's the fastest offense ever. Just a quick fake and a deep shot. Inga likes deep shots. You want to score as efficiently as possible. And so tactically saying, scoring quick is good because you can use your energy on defense. Use as little as possible energy on offense. You can save your feet for defense. Even more important now, after these teams have already played 6 games. This is the 7th game in 2 days. That means, let me count, 3.5 hours of running. Not running, but sprinting. And that's pretty tough for the legs. They're feeling it even when they're playing. So whoever lasts the longest will grab this. Ice bag.
They were here. They're taken.
There's nothing here. Sorry.
We did have 2, but they've been taken.
Sorry, somebody asked for an ice bag and we didn't find one. Ole brings it up to the point here. And there's also just a deep shot, and Magnus jumps it in. Both teams with a deep shot. Whoever gets the next break in the game will have a big advantage for the mental game and for the game. Ekeberg is leading 1 point, but still, if TFK is as steady as they've been, they're going to score this for a tied score again. So whoever gets the D now will be the one up 1. Or if Ekeberg gets a D, they're up 2. So.
Yeah.
Then that's a big step.
We'll see if TFK answers.
Yep. Ivan pulls the disc. Lands nice inside. Craig picks up. Magni got the disc. Showing to Inga. Inga got the disc. Looking for a dump. Magni gets it. Villa, nice run from Villa there. Gets it free, straight in the end zone to... It's a pick call, so then the disc probably goes back. I think the girl picking that disc up, the woman picking that disc up, is Thea. Just a small explanation here, so you know what happened. This comes in at 0. Pick is when the offender runs around another defender and the defender following can't follow. It's called a block and it's a pick. Oh, just out the sideline, and Ekeberg gets the break they need to have this game. Let's hope to keep the excitement going. Let's hope they get another break at this point. Oh, it's just a meter, half a meter too long from Magnus to Ivan there. So TFK gets another chance to give this a shot, and a great hand block from Ivan. Just a bit too predictable movement there from Magna. And it's Magna against Ivan in the end zone, and Svein against Vilda. Let's see what they can do. Ole has the disc, goes to Svein, and he lands inside. It's a score, so it's 2 up from Ekeberg, and the pressure is on TFK to do something in defense and in offense. It's going to be exciting what they do. TFK looks confident, so I'm not sure how well they're going to do it. But we can see that often when a turn happens, there's a turn right after, because you get this thing that you want to, yes, this is turn, I'm going to score, we're going to make it, and then you just like push the disc a little bit too far or
Make a
do
few
something
more
else.
mistakes.
Yeah. Don't follow the plan. Maybe you don't have a plan for a turnover. Maybe they have a plan on the line every time for what they're doing. That's the clean offense. Ole pulls the disc. Inga picks it up. Ivan gets it for a reset in the middle. Steinar gets it. Marit goes deep. No shot. Ivan gets the disc. And it's a foot block. It's a foot block from Ola. Let's lose a primal scream of happiness for this block. Rätta med kamera. Yeah. So Sandra picks up the disc from the sideline. Paul goes for the line. It's not there. Ole gets a crossfield disc. Ole goes for a hammer, gets hand blocked by Inga. Both teams have shaped up the defenses. Hand block bonanza here. So let's see if TFK pulls it in again. Steinar. Marit's free. Ivan gets the disc. Back to Marit. No, Johanna picks it up. And it goes to Steinar. That's a nice break pass. Straight into end zone, safe and easy. Beautiful. TFK managed to keep it cool after that hand block point. Hand foot block. So you can see the review. That's a beautiful point.
Now the game is back.
Score is 6-5
Yep.
for Ekeberg. They're starting the offense, so let's hope TFK takes a D1 more. Look at that point. It's a beautiful pass. Easy. Defenders beat already. Craig is going to pull the disc. Magnus is talking to his team and finding out what they're doing. They really want to have a clean, quick offense. Spend their effort on defense. That's out, so it's a break. If the disc lands in and slides out, you have to take it from where it goes out. But if it lands outside, you can take it to a brick mark, which is marked by tape on the floor. Paul's looking to score, nothing. Crossfield disc, Craig jumps up and takes it. That's not a good throw from Paul. He didn't see Craig probably. Ivan picks up, and they have a chance to get into the game again. Straight to Marit, and she toes the line and scores for an even score. And TFK is back in the game. Just a silly mistake makes the game turn around again. It's a 6-6. So that's exciting.
Good match.
Yeah, it's a good match. Both teams playing really well, and you can see this one small decision turns the whole game.
A few mistakes here and there, but
Yeah.
not sliding too far from it.
Yeah, it's like if you're on a lower level, like 1 mistake or 5 mistakes doesn't really matter that much because both teams make that amount. But on higher levels, every mistake counts, and every hand block, every D counts. So it's ultimately it's a game that favors offense. It's much easier to play offense than defense. So at high levels, you can say if you start in offense, you should score. Oh, Magnus is the tallest guy, straight to Ivan.
Really saw
Beautiful play, beautiful play.
Really saw the height difference play in there.
Yeah, you see Ivan against Magnus. Magnus is over 2 meters tall, and they jump just as high, but he almost has a hand on the disc, Ivan there, but he's just like 30 centimeters too short.
Yep.
So that's also about ultimate. Tall, fast players have a big advantage against shorter, faster players. However, some short people jump higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet Ivan could beat me
Yeah.
in a match against the disc because I don't jump that high, even though I'm tall. Ivan pulls the disc.
That'll be part of the after
That's
show,
out again.
everybody.
So it's going to brick it. The sign for taking it to the brick mark is one arm up in the air. So you see Inga puts his arm up in the air and shows he's going to take a brick mark, so Paul just waiting at the break. Inga to Eivind. Eivind looks deep but wants to dump it instead. Inga goes up the line, gets it close to end zone, looking to score. There's too much chaos. He's going to dump the disc. Eivind runs for a line and gets the score instead of dumping it. That's a beautiful play by TFK. And we're again 7-7, and we have 10 minutes left. A bit over 10, sorry. 10 and a half minutes. It's a beautiful fake from Eivind. It was actually Eivind against Eivind. Eivind from TFK made a fake. That means you move one way and then quickly turn around and go the other way. And then he got Eivind from Ekeberg behind him, and then you can just run it down. So you see the defending team, TFK, is moving around because they want to line up against the player they're going to defend. Usually just line up straight across from the one we're defending, so the one on the left will take the one straight across on the other side, so it's easy to see who you're defending. If there's any confusion about who's defending who, usually that's a really bad confusion. Got a hand on that Steinar. Oh, just half a meter too much back, and Magnus can't reach it. Inga looking for a score, has a big marker man. He's gonna need some movement, and that's a hand block. Bit too predictable. No fake from Inga there, and Magnus just takes it out. That's gotta hurt though.
Yeah.
Like those blades those are thrown with high velocity, and you can hear it. Magnus to Eivind in the end zone. It's the three tallest guy, you know. They got it. They got this. It's 8-7. TFK got the break, but sadly handblocked again. This game could change, like in 1 or 2 points. Can completely change. It's totally open.
I've seen a lot of back and forth so far.
Yeah, there's been lots of clean points, like easy offenses, boom, boom, boom. And some points there are 1 or 2 or 3 breaks, 4 breaks actually once. So
yeah.
So it could change in an instant. You can still see that TFK is keeping up the real mixed effort. Always 2 women on the field, or 2 of each sex on the field. So that's really good. Magnus signaling breakpoint. Board's defending. They're setting up a horizontal stack with 3 people in the middle and 2 people in the back. Marit has the disc, looks for a dump. Eivind comes in behind and helps. Eivind's looking for somebody behind. Marit turns around, gets the disc right in front of Sitara. Pivoting. Oh, Inga is not there. Eivind gets the disc in front. It's a beautiful pass. It's a beautiful disc straight in Magnus' arms. They really tight on defense on this point, Ekeberg, but TFK keeps it cool and just makes the seconds count and gets free. That's a beautiful point by TFK against a hard defense from Ekeberg. So it's 8-8.
We've got about 7.5 minutes left.
I guess both teams are kind of on the edge here. Still, TFK is on the defending side now, so they have to do something to win this game.
Really gotta force a mistake here.
Yeah, they gotta force a mistake, so play so hardy that they make a personal mistake. Or I would say it's really probable that there's gonna be a personal mistake by Ekeberg during the last point, but they gotta not make any mistake and just capitalize on that. Eivind got to this, looks forward. Nothing forward. Magnus is free on the side, he gets a slow plate there. Paul got it, looking for Eivind, he's not free. Bucking into Magnus. Really nice D from TFK now. And that's...
Not sure if that was in. We'll see what they
It's called out. It's called out. Craig calls it out, and Eivind says, "Fine, I didn't see my feet." So that's the break TFK is looking for. Let's see if they capitalize on the next one. Going to Craig. Craig looks deep. Johanna comes in. Oh wait, 21. Yeah, Johanna. Steiner gets the disc, looking deep. He wanted to shot it, but he gets a short one to Vilde there. Vilde to Inga. Inga gets it straight in front of the end zone here. He's gonna score, and Craig gets it. And Ekeberg and TFK is up 9-8. This is the first time they're leading this game, and you can see that Ekeberg, some of Ekeberg's players are now feeling the pressure that TFK has been under the whole game. So that's an exciting break.
Yeah.
That's a really exciting break, and it's because of a beautiful defense by TFK that they locked down everything deep, and they had to throw sideways on the field a lot of times, and that forced a mistake, and they capitalized on it and just brought the disc slowly up and scored the point.
Let's see if they can hold the lead.
Yeah, let's see if they can hold this lead. If they get one more break and it's only 5 minutes left, then it's done, almost.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yep.
So if time goes out and they're only leading by 1 point after the point is scored, then it's one up for the highest point, and you're playing to that, so anything can happen. Close game like this, I would say that cap is probable. Both saying, you hit my disc, so I lost it, and he says, yes, you did. So he's starting at 1. You can see that Johan is pushing a little bit inside to stop that forward pass from Bård. Goes over to Paul. Inga's on him. Goes to Magnus. Magnus to Sitara. And a nice pass to Paul that is straight in from the end zone. Ole doesn't get it, but it's a hit on a disc from Inga there. And here we are lying on top of each other in the end zone, so they stopped the play. I didn't see exactly what was happening there, but there were like 5 people running around into each other. So somebody hit somebody, and they're just going to stand up and get on their feet and keep playing. Didn't affect the play, so nothing happens with disc. Nobody was counting, so they're just going to start over. And there we go. It's a connection again. Paul and Magnus bringing it in.
Yep. Bringing us to 9-9.
9-9. Still, the pressure is on Ekeberg. You can see they're gearing up for a high-speed D and working up.
You can see, looking around, people are a bit more tired at this point in the game.
Yeah, you see them standing around resting. Neither of teams feels that it's bad to take a bit of extra talk before we start, because it's the 7th game of the weekend and 3.5 hours of running, sprinting. You can see the intensity which everybody shows in this game, and of course a whole weekend of this is crushing on your feet and your back too.
And your body. All of it.
And your mind, yes. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. It lands all the way to end zone. They don't manage to lock him down there, but here he goes to Thea. And Thea looks for the dump. Eivind helps out on the line there, gets it. Looking deep, looking for the dump. He's turning around, seeing if he gets it. Magne goes back to helping him. It's only one in the end zone. Somebody needs to go in. Craig gets it all the way on the other side. And that's a block. He throws it straight into the thigh of Eivind. Eivind just moves a few centimeters and he gets the block. This is what Ekeberg came on the field to do. And you can see, like, he really wants to score now, Eivind. He wants to score. And Ole fumbles to this. That's the kind of personal mistake that always happens and you have to capitalize on, or you won't. And Vilde gets the score all the way in the corner. So important, so important. After getting that turn, getting that point was win or lose for TFK. They used the whole game to get up 1 point.
Yep.
And getting that was really important from... I've been throwing this to Vilde and he was just in her arms. So 1.5 minutes left. TFK 10, Ekeberg 9, and Ekeberg starts offense. See, they brought in tallest team yet with 4 tall girls and Sitara. 4 tall guys, I guess. And just outside. So there's a big advantage for them starting deep in their end zone. So that's what they're trying for. Although some teams would like to start a break because they have time to set up. They don't have to run over the field. They can just throw it out and set it up while they walk up the disc to the break mark. Paul gets the disc just over the midfield. Magnus says, I'm free. Paul says, no, you're not. He gets the disc. Ivan looks deep. Nothing happening. Gets to Magnus, a little give and go. Goes to Ball. Ball is right in front of the end zone. And Paul goes for the break set and gets it. That's a beautiful offense from Ekeberg. Beautiful offense for Ekeberg. It's now 20 seconds left. And TFK has the offense. If they take this point, right now it's basically a game to 12.
Yep.
So whoever scores now, time will be out, and whoever gets first to 12 will win.
Yep.
So it's 10-10. TFK has a slight advantage of starting the offense. And it's a game to 12. Game to 12. Let's see how this turns out. Really exciting third finals, bronze finals, this game.
Yeah.
Both teams show some amazing plays and some amazing Ds with hand blocks and foot blocks. Another break throw here. Goes to the middle, slightly in front here. Inga just passes the break mark. Magnus tells his team, now we have to work to get this D. Goes to Eivind. Goes to Thea. Thea looks front. It's a lot of chaos, so Inga gets it in the back. He's looking to score. Nothing free, nothing free. He looks for a dump. Vilde goes get it. Looking forward. Eivind has it beautiful on the open side there. Magnus helping out. Doesn't get it. Thea gets a beautiful cut there. Gets it halfway to the end zone from the midline. Everybody's crunching around. Eivind almost gets it in. I think it was called outside. He jumped after he took the disc. So he gets his just in front of the end zone line. And it's 4-5. Gets that. Oh, just off the fingers of Vilde. It's not a bad decision. Just like 10 centimeters too high, so you can't reach it. Those pace is fast and she's not moving. So you can see she's standing still when it comes, and then you can't move fast enough. You really want to show somebody's moving, because then you can assess speed and hit them more accurately. Svein gets the disc in the middle. Magnus is all free, gets the disc, looking to score. And it's just not there. A bit of miscommunication on there. They use a little bit of time to turn around, so there's a lot of free passing in the start, but TFK didn't manage to capitalize, but they're now in their offense again. Magnus gets the disc midfield, looking to score, nothing there. Eivind is helping out, and Vilde and Thea helps out as well. Gets the disc, Eivind in the middle, perfect position to score. Let's see what goes. And Ingar gets the disc. A little head fake, body fake against. That's when you just like move your head and your body the other way, and Magnus moves his weight, and he goes the other way. It's a beautiful score. It's a beautiful score. Yeah. And it's now 11-10, and it's a game to 12. Ekeberg has to take one offense and one defense to win. TFK has to take either a defense or offense to win. So TFK has slight advantage in this one. And you can see, as the game moves on, they provoked more mistakes. Yeah. So it's really open. But you can still see like the defense syndrome that you easily throw away the disc, like the first 3 passes afterwards. Like you get a bit of adrenaline and get buffed for scoring the next point. And they start with a side sack here. Paul got the disc. Magnus says he's free. There's too much traffic. Bård got the disc. It's Tara. They're throwing much sideways, but a beautiful disc to the midfield. Paul is all free, no defenders. And it's 11-11, and it's what we call the universe point. Whoever scores the next point wins the third place. Whoever scores the next point wins. TFK has an advantage starting in offense. The pressure is on them to score this and get this, but it's totally open. Ekeberg has shown that they can do some amazing blocks and these, so they really have to be calm, run their game. Whatever happens, this is the last point, and they know it, so they're gonna go full on.
Yep. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah. Definitely. Magnus starts with a pull. He says, work this D. Eivind picks it up. Sveinsson on D. Oh, that's a hand block from Sitar already. And it's straight in front of the end zone. Svein runs through the disc. Magnus says, take it easy. I'm going to pick it up. No mistakes now. No mistakes now. That's what I want. Just a calm and easy offense. Easy with the disc. Swinging it around. Taking a few throws just to get away from easy throwing away the disc syndrome. Steinar and Johanna is working zone defense here. I'm not sure that's the right decision, because they've shown before that they can beat that zone so easily. But it seems that they are making them throw a few more throws at least. They're throwing sideways, standing there, and Steinar is working his ass off, running after these guys. Johanna is on the mark against Magnus. Steinar picks up. Back again to Eivind. Let's see. Oh, that's just a fumble from Magnus, the star player. Ekeberg picks it up with a beautiful end zone defense. Who would have thought that? They didn't play it any other point, and one more point is, and they were crushed. So that's a calm and easy D from TFK, making that this snap decision to do end zone defense there. And Johanna gets the disc way over midfield, looking for a score. Marit is not free. Looking for some help. He's coming up the line, and he jumps it in, and Ekeberg. Oh, that's a foul call.
Let's see what it is.
There's a foul call between Bård and Magne, who's not involved in play, but still, if the foul was called before the disc was thrown, people might have stopped playing because of that and not defended that disc. Even though I might think that it didn't matter against the play, but let's see what the call goes.
Yeah.
Let's see what the call goes. Johanna gets the disc back. And there we are. So that was almost for TFK there. This can be uncontested foul. This goes in for 0. Oh, little hand on that. Magne goes for it. Didn't get it. You can see here that foul call was maybe not. Eivind gets to this right in front of the end zone. Sitar goes for the score, but it's defended by Marit. Svein says, I'm free. They're really not, but Eivind just jumps it in that end zone defense. And Ekeberg gets the 3rd place. That's an exciting last point.
Yeah. Lots of back and forth.
Like, that's a double score almost for there. And that's up and down, and they're actually discussing if this is the correct call on the field, but I think TFK said that we agreed over there, so it's fine that you scored here, so I think they're both happy. They both played a really, really good match, and you can see them being tired, just standing around. Next game is Pancake against Messiah Complex, and it's going to be an exciting game. Messiah Complex has improved a lot during the tournament. Pancake is a staple of Norwegian Ultimate, won the series lots of time, won the national championships lots of time, so it's going to be awesome. So we'll be right back after a small break.